offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking for room. It's Lacey. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to... a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And the timing just a hair off.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Running through contact. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, a first half turnover. Momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Reads it, fires complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires on the move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. defense changing the play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking. But it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. Let's see if they can do it.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside. It's Lacey. Maybe some room here. And he's still running after the move. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's loose down the middle. Pass attack. Touchdown, Ducks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Avoids pressure on the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. This is a designed run.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive.
Snags it, and he's open. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw it again. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Grant behind the line. It's Cook.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Now on the return. Hits him with a stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his tight end. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the number 9 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Hokies able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That's reeled in. It's Bear. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. First down and 10. The run inside. It's Hawkins.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Taylor wants to throw it. Steps away to find some room. It's complete. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Ducks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. Got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Running inside. It's Lacey. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Powers through the defender. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Taylor wants to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any time in between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Oregon. That one will give them the lead.
Man, the defensive coordinator is pulling his hair out on the sidelines after that one because they had everybody covered initially. They just couldn't get home to the quarterback. He had over 5 seconds to throw that football. The defense has to do a better job affecting the QB moving forward, or they're going to get lit up in this game.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity.
Got a little grass, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if...
Makes the grab in their space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Unloads quickly. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
They'll run it. It's Lacey. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Snap it to the back. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels! The Rebels surge back on top. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Ogden offense is on the field to get this drive going. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. That's caught. It's Hawkins. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yards.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And as he throws, got his man downfield. Makes the catch and he's free. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Ducks. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Ducks with the answer. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Now he's looking into the middle. Makes a grab deep. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown. Touchdown, Rebels. The Rebels surge back on top.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The sure hands, it's Johnson.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
Under fire. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make...
He lets one fly deep. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You know, you're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
Could be an alley. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And that incompletion's okay. Again, what is the goal on this drive? The goal is to get a field goal. I don't need a touchdown. So I need to be able to take advantage of any space that they give me right here so I can make this kick shorter, make my kicker feel comfortable, because everybody knows we're not trusting a kicker in a big moment to make a long field goal.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Zings it complete to the right. Runs through a tackle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Throws to the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this.
Going to take a shot at this DB. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's caught at the 45 on its way. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The line of scrimmage at the 35. That's going to leave the holder at the 42, and a 52-yard attempt for the game. Long enough, gone! And with that, they've taken the lead. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been